Hi everyone, and welcome back to Ion Harness Racing Weekend Review. I'm Heather Dodds. This season's top older pacers were in action this past weekend with the $160,000 Roll with Joe Open Pace at Tioga Downs on Sunday and the $138,000 Molson Pace at the Raceway at Western Fair District Friday night. In the Roll with Joe, Sweet Lou won in an impressive 148-3 with Ron Pierce in the bike. The Ron Burke-trained 5-year-old simply could not be caught as he moved forward early ahead of both the Dur and kept the pace, ahead 4 lengths from the field at the third quarter marker. Then we saw Heston Blue Chip cut into the lead, but Sweet Lou triumphed and won by 1 3/4 lengths. Both the Dur was third in the mile.
He's such a powerful horse. We've just been so happy with the way he's come back this year.
What's the secret with this horse that you guys have been able to make him so good for so many years?
The biggest thing is just keeping him healthy. He's had issues with breathing and stuff and just been the thing, and this year he's just come back. He's stronger, he's faster. He's going to be tough to beat this year. In
the Molson Pace at Western Fair, we saw quite a battle between Foiled Again, State Treasurer, and Apprentice Hanover, but it was State Treasurer who prevailed by a neck and won 51-4. Foiled Again took the early lead, with Bandolito coming up to challenge him at the half. State Treasurer, who made a break at the start of the race, found his way out of the back of the field and picked up speed to line up with Apprentice Hanover into the stretch. By then, the battle between the first 3 finishers was on, with State Treasurer in first, Apprentice Hanover a close second, and Foiled Again in third, just a half length back. Driven by Chris Christoforou for trainer Ian Moore, the Brittany Farms bred State Treasurer put up his 4th win in 5 2014 attempts with this victory. At Yonkers Raceway on Saturday night, Matt Kakaley-driven All Bets Off was victorious in the $300,000 Art Rooney Pace for 3-year-old colts and geldings. In play from post position number 4 as a 3-10 favorite, All Bets Off made the first lead in the 24th Rooney, then sat the pocket for most of the mile. Following the cover of Maxi Bond into the stretch, All Bets Off collared the leader early in the lane, then held off a rallying Sun Playa by 1.5 lengths in 152-2. Maxi Bond held third.
The world is full of compromises, but not here. Not on this day, not in this race, not in this sport. Every bet is a hope. Return on investment comes in seconds. This is harness racing. We welcome you to the Harness Racing Fanzone. See it all for yourself. Feel it in all the passion. Share that experience with others. The Harness Racing Fanzone puts you in the driver's seat.
He's Watching, who failed to qualify for the Art Rooney final as the heavy favorite in last week's eliminations, captured a division of the Sun Beach Somewhere Stakes Saturday at Mohawk. After tasting defeat for the first time in his career, He's Watching, driven by Jody Jamieson, redeemed himself with a 149-3 lifetime best. The talented son of American Ideal led from start to finish before fending off a challenge from first-over attacker and race favorite Let's Drink on It to win. There was lots of action at the Meadowlands this past weekend as they hosted both Jersey Fest and the New Jersey Sire Stakes finals. In the action on the track, we saw Trixton, Heaven's Door, Doo-Wop Hanover, and Act Now capture wins in the 3-year-old events. The Jimmy Tactor-trained Trixton continued to impress, posting a 6.5 length victory in the sophomore colt and gelding Trot, his 3rd straight win. Along with Father Patrick and Nuncio, Trixton gives Tactor a powerful trio 2 months before the Hambletonian. The attendance that night at the Meadowlands was estimated to be in excess of 14,000. Jersey Fest included 17 food trucks competing for prizes, vendors and artisans setting up shop to showcase and sell their wares, and an autograph session with California Chrome jockey Victor Espinosa. Next week, we'll look back at the North America Cup eliminations at Mohawk and the Charlie Hill at Scioto Downs. But be sure to check back here on Thursday as Paul Ramlow previews those races on Ion Harness Racing Weekend Preview. Remember to follow us on Facebook and Twitter and catch all the latest news on ustrotting.com. You can follow me on Twitter with Heather_USTA. See you next time on Ion Harness Racing Weekend Review.